One question we get a lot at NOCD is, can you stop an intrusive thought? So let's try. All right, everybody, stare at me for a moment. We're going to give this an attempt. Here we go. Stop thinking your intrusive thoughts. Anyone? Did it work? Probably not. It's never worked for me, so I don't see how it would work for anybody else as well either. And plenty of research has shown that it doesn't work. And also, plenty of research has shown that every single human being in the world has intrusive thoughts. So it's not about trying to stop the thoughts. That's not the goal of therapy. The goal of therapy is about learning to live with the fact that you have intrusive thoughts and that they really don't matter. They're just thoughts or images or urges. That's all that they are. They don't have to mean anything whatsoever. And for people without OCD, they really don't mean anything. They're just passing weird things that pop into people's heads. Many people have driven over a bridge and wondered, what if I just turned the wheel really hard right now and shot the car off the end of the bridge? Lots of people think that. Or many people have maybe even stood at the top of a stairs next to someone and wondered, what if I push this person down the stairs? Well, there's all sorts of things that people think on a daily basis, okay? Just because we have these thoughts or images or urges doesn't have to mean anything about if they're true or real or desired or wanted or anything like that. Now, I could spend hours and hours with you trying to convince you that either you need to stop these thoughts and try to come up with all sorts of ways to get you to stop them, but nobody's figured out how to do that, so that would be a waste of our time. Or I could spend hours and hours and hours with you trying to convince you not to worry about these thoughts, but you're always going to say something to me along the lines of, yeah, but what if? I mean, OCD logic is different than other logic because OCD logic always has one more yeah, but what if statement than regular logic does. So I'm never going to convince you that you're not going to be harmful to someone or yourself or do something that's bad or awful or horrible because OCD won't allow you to be convinced of that. So instead, what we have to do is get you to be okay with the fact that you do have intrusive thoughts. They do pop into your head. You are going to experience them, but they are meaningless. They don't have to say anything about you or your character or anything whatsoever. They're just random things that pop into our head throughout the day. Some people will then say, well, that's fine. I can accept most of that, but there's this one or two thoughts that are just unacceptable. And again, another OCD trick is to tell you that certain thoughts are unacceptable. I'd say there's no such thing as an unacceptable thought. There may be thoughts you don't like and that you don't want, but just because we don't want or like them doesn't mean that they're unacceptable. And last time I checked in our society, we are judged based on our actions, not on the thoughts that we have. We don't have thought police. That is stuff that we see in science fiction movies where people are arrested based on thoughts. But currently in the life that we live right now, that's not happening. So we're not here to judge or evaluate you based on just the fact that you think things. We're taking a look at what happens when you think these things or have these images or urges. What do you do? And if the things that you do are compulsions, that's where we're going to come in and really help you because we know that those compulsions are actually interfering in your life and aren't actually helping you. Even though when you do the compulsion, it may eliminate the discomfort or the shame or the guilt or the anxiety that you feel when that intrusive thought, image, or urge occurs, we know that it's the compulsions that keep the problem going. So a NOCD therapist is going to work with you on being able to sit with whatever those intrusive thoughts are and not do those compulsions. And we would do it right there with you as well, too. If any of you ever see me at a conference or anything, come up to me and ask me about the card in my wallet. I was working with someone over 15 years ago who had an intrusive thought that a family member would die. So I took a card out of my wallet, just a business card, and I wrote on the back of it, I hope my parents die tonight, please God, and then I put a 666 on the card as well. And that card is still in my wallet today, and as of this filming, my parents are still alive. That thought has not caused anything to happen to anyone. I don't have magical powers. I am not a mutant whose thoughts can make things occur. Nor are any of you, even though your OCD may want to convince you that you are, in fact, able to harm or hurt people just with a thought or an image or an urge. Allow us at NOCD to help you with this, to realize that you can get treatment for intrusive thoughts. You can reach out to us at nocd.com or treatmyocd.com, or download our app on Google Play or iOS. There, you will be hooked in with the potential to reach out to one of our therapists. If you hit the button for teletherapy, our care team will talk to you about how NOCD therapy might be right for you, and you can work with an OCD and ERP trained therapist through teletherapy with NOCD.